So now in Kerala, the governor and government related issues are being discussed everywhere. At the time of policy address speech, a governor always says, "My government." But in the current situation, are you completely satisfied your government?
It is my government in the sense that I have administered oath of office and secrecy to them. It is my government in the sense that I have to keep an eye and make it sure that the business of the government is conducted in accordance with constitution and law. And if I find that anybody is transgressing the limits, I will warn them, I will advise them. But if that becomes an issue, because some of them feel that they have a right to violate the laws which they themselves have adopted. For instance, why governor has been made chancellor of the universities? Why have you made the governor chancellor? In order to acknowledge that we respect the autonomy of the universities and to declare that there shall be no interference by the executive in the affairs of the university. You have made this law, and that is the reason why governor everywhere, not just in Kerala, all the states of India, governor was appointed chancellor of the universities. But you have decided to violate the law which you have passed. It is my duty to remind you and refuse.
But the chancellor is not a constitutional post, sir.
So what? So what? Then I have not snatched this from anybody. They on their own have passed a law and they said that the governor should be chancellor. Now, till the time you remove you create some alternative arrangement, you will have to respect the law. After you succeed in if you want to change the system, change it. But you can your interference can only become valid if after creating alternative arrangement, in that you have provided that you will have the right to interfere. Today, I am not claiming that it is a constitutional position, but law as it has been laid down by the Kerala assembly, and every assembly in the country is that governor is the chancellor. Why are you interfering in the universities? This law itself was adopted in the form of a declaration that executive shall not interfere, because that is a principle which is accepted universally. Let the government go. There is one way out for the government, not by removing the governor, by making universities as departments of the education ministry. Then you have every right to appoint whomsoever you like. But you want to declare to the world and to the country that we shall not interfere in the universities, and you keep interfering every day. What is this? Be true to what you have said on paper. If what you have said on the paper, which means law, if today you are not comfortable with it, change it.
What will be your position, your stand in the case of ordinance?
That is they themselves. They have passed a law. This is only an ordinance. They had passed a bill in the House. I have written letters to them. I have certain queries to make. Come and explain to me. They do not come. So you think they will come to explain the ordinance to me? They are doing it only as a public relation exercise. A campaign against the governor, campaign against the center, campaign against certain organizations. I have said last 3 years, if I have exercised my power to nominate anybody from among those organizations whom in whose name the bogey you are raising, I will resign from the governorship. They do not come with a single instance. And I can give you hundreds of instances where they have interfered in my domain. Universities are the domain of the chancellor. They are not domain of the state government. The state government, through that law, has declared to the world the universal convention. This is respected in every democracy, that we executive shall not interfere in the functioning of the university.
Then it will be introduced in the assembly session, then your stand will be the same.
How can I tell you? I do not know what are the contents. I can tell you only after going through what they propose. So far, I have not received any document. And the earlier document which I have received, I have written letter to the Chief Minister. Please, I have certain queries to make. Come here and brief me. It is your constitutional duty, even otherwise, to brief the governor on a regular basis, which you have never done, despite repeated reminders. But at least for the bill which you have sent to me, if you want my clearance, come and explain to me I have certain queries to make, satisfy me, so that I can take a final view. They do not come.
Will you send to the bill to the
No,
President?
if I come to the conclusion that they are, because nowhere, no state of India, and particularly now after the Honorable Supreme Court's judgment, in the case of West Bengal, Honorable Supreme Court has said, state government has no role in the appointment of the Vice Chancellors. If they have no role in the appointment of the Vice Chancellors, do you know how much they depend on UGC for financial assistance? Will UGC accept that you will appoint the chancellors of your choice? Who will appoint the vice chancellors? And then they will appoint your relatives and your cadre to various positions in the university. You think UGC will accept that? You think in the light of this recent judgment, Honorable Supreme Court will accept it? They themselves know. They are doing it only to create an impression as if they are launching a war against me. They are not serious about it. I am telling you, they will not come here.
The government plans to bring eminent academic experts in the post of Chancellor.
The academics should be appointed in the universities according to UGC, and whom they have been appointing. Their idea of experts is either their relatives or their cadre. Today, the Trivandrum streets, what is the scene on these streets? Right from university, every ministry, including corporation, all jobs are reserved for CPM cadre. Comrade, send the priority list. So many vacancies are available. Is this for a state like Kerala, which has 100% literacy, isn't it shameful?